Hello students, today we start with the second chapter, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance, and we shall study the first part, that is of electrostatic potential. We see electrostatic potential concept. We have already studied that spring force and gravitational force are examples of conservative forces. Coulomb force between two stationary charges. Two stationary charges is also an example of conservative force. Like the potential energy of mass in gravitational field, we can define electrostatic potential energy of charge in electrostatic field. That is, mass is analogous to charge and gravitational field is analogous to electrostatic field. Now we consider the electrostatic field vector E due to some charge configuration. Consider field vector E due to charge capital Q placed at the origin, which we shall see in the diagram now. Now we bring a test charge small q, from a point R, that is capital R, to a point P, capital P, against the repulsive force, from R to P against the repulsive force on it, and this repulsive force is due to the charge capital Q. Now we refer this in the diagram given besides. This is the diagram given besides. Test charge denoted by small q plus, and capital Q is the original charge lying at the origin, shown in the diagram. As shown in the figure given besides, we consider here capital Q and small q both positive, or they can be taken as both negative also, but here we consider capital Q and small q both positive, that is greater than 0. Capital Q, small q greater than 0, which I have tick marked. Here we assume that the test charge small q is so small, is very small. Why small? Because it should not disturb the original configuration, the charge capital Q at the origin. Now in bringing the charge small q from R to P, we have to apply external force, that is vector F external. Arrow has to be drawn on F, which I have drawn, to counter the repulsive electric force, that is F external vector equal to minus Fe vector. This shows that there is no net force or acceleration of the charge small q, no net force or acceleration when charge q is brought from R to P. That is, it is brought with very slow constant speed, infinite simile means very slow as possible. It is brought with slow constant speed, and we have to calculate the work done by the external force, which is the negative of the work done by the electric force, and gets fully stored in the form of potential energy, stored in the form of potential energy of charge q, that is small q. Hence, the sum of kinetic energy and potential energies is conserved. Sum of kinetic energy and potential energy is conserved, which I have underlined in the description. Now we deal with the mathematical expressions from this description. Hence, work done by external forces in moving a charge small q from R to P is given by WRP equal to integral from R to P. On the lower side limit is from, and on the upper side it is to, which I have designated in the expression. From R to P, vector F external dot dr vector. Why is it so? Because work equal to force into displacement, and here displacement is in the form of dr, that is very small displacement. Small part is considered for which work done is calculated, that is from R to P. Like this, several work done calculated, and the total work done will be in the form of integral. So this is equal to minus of limit from R to P minus integral from R to P Fe vector dot dr vector, the equation which I have tick marked. And here the negative sign appears because this work done is against electrostatic repulsive force. It is against electrostatic repulsive force and gets stored as potential energy. Now next point, this work done which we have calculated in equation 2.1 increases its potential energy by an amount equal to potential energy difference, which has been underlined between points R and P. Thus, potential energy difference delta U, as it is difference, we denote it by delta symbol, and U is the symbol of potential energy. So delta U equal to UP minus UR, that is at point UP is the potential energy at point P and UR is the potential energy at point R, equal to WRP, that is from R to P. R to P, P is the final point. So it is UP minus UR, final minus initial. Hence, work done by electric field is negative, that is minus WRP, which has been tick marked in the description. From this discussion, we define electric potential energy difference. how potential energy difference is defined. It is defined as the work required to be done by an external force in moving charge small q from one point to another in the electric field, in any electric field. Now, two important points from this discussion. The first one is that the work done by the external force depends, that is RHS of equation 2.2, depends only on the initial and final positions, of the charge, that is small q, and is independent of the path, This is the fundamental characteristic property of conservative force. Next point, number 2. Now it is only the difference of potential energy that is significant. Only the difference of potential energy. That is, the actual value of potential energy is not physically significant, but the difference of potential energy is significant, because it will not change the potential energy difference. We add it, say we see the mathematical expression. In the equation 2.2, if we add plus alpha in both the terms, that is up minus ur, we add plus alpha to up and plus alpha to ur, then it will be like this: up plus alpha bracket minus into bracket ur plus alpha bracket over, where alpha is a constant and it will not change the value of potential energy difference. So it will be equal to up minus ur. Here we have taken a convenient choice of electrostatic potential energy to be 0 at infinity, and if we take point r equal to infinity, then we have W infinity P. Instead of r, we have substituted infinity in equation number 2.1. So W infinity P equal to, and again in equation number 2, equal to up minus u infinity in place of ur, which is equal to up, because at r equal to infinity the value of potential energy equal to 0. So u infinity, which I have encircled, becomes 0. So its simplification equal to up only, which has been tick marked. Now potential energy of charge q at a point is the work done by the external force, which is equal and opposite to the electric force, external force opposite to electric force, but equal in magnitude, in bringing the charge q from infinity to that point. Again I repeat, potential energy of charge q, that is small q, is the work done by the external force in bringing the charge q small from infinity to that point. Now next topic is electrostatic potential. Just a minute. We consider any general static charge distribution. The force at any point on charge small q is given by q vector E, which has been underlined in the description, where capital E vector is the electric field at that point. Now F vector equal to QE vector, because electric force general formula is charge into electric field intensity. Therefore F equal to QE vector. F vector equal to QE vector. Now work done per unit test charge. Per unit test charge is the characteristic of the electric field associated with the charge configuration, and this leads to the idea of electrostatic potential. To the idea of electrostatic potential denoted by capital V due to a given charge configuration. Now we find out the work done by the external force in bringing a unit positive charge from point R to P, which has been underlined from point R to P as we have seen in the previous topic. Hence work done equal to Vp minus Vr into bracket. This is equal to now Up minus Ur in terms of potential energy, that is potential energy difference, upon small q, where small q is the test charge. This is for Up minus Ur, that is equal to Wrp can be substituted. Up minus Ur equal to W from R to P, Wrp. That is, if we cross multiply, we get that is W, capital W equal to small q, capital V. Again I repeat, that is W equal to QV from this expression, which is not written here. You can note it down in your notebook, which will be important for objectives and solving numericals. Therefore, from W equal to QV, we can write V equal to W upon Q, making V electrostatic potential as the subject of the equation. Capital V equal to capital W upon small q, that is V equal to W upon Q. Now SI unit is volt, after the name of the scientist, Volta, equal to this volt equivalent form equal to joule upon coulomb, because for work unit is joule SI unit, and for charge SI unit is coulomb. So therefore in symbolic form it will be equal to capital B equal to capital J upon capital C. Its dimensional formula you can note down in terms of capital M, capital L, capital T and capital A will be equal to capital M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 3, A raised to minus 1. Again I repeat, M raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 3, A raised to minus 1. Now electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity obtained from the vector quantity, that is capital E vector, which is called electric field intensity, that is electric field. Now in the above we come again back to this equation number 2.4. In the above equation, Vp and Vr sorry, just excuse me. Sorry for the interruption. In this equation 2.4, Vp and Vr are the electrostatic potentials at point P and R respectively. The potential difference is physically significant. In the previous topic also we have seen that potential energy difference is significant. Here also simply electrostatic potential is not significant, but potential difference, that is in short designated as PD, small letters, P full point, D full point, both small letters. Potential difference is physically significant, and we choose that the potential at infinity is 0. Electric potential at infinite point is 0. Now from this discussion we write the definition of electrostatic potential. You can note down in your notebook. Here the definition given is not up to the mark. Some points are missing which you can add up in this definition. Define electrostatic potential at a point. Answer: electrostatic potential at a point is defined as the work done by an external force in bringing a unit positive charge from infinity to a point in the electric field, and against this electric field which is not given here, note it down, and against this electric field is known as electrostatic potential or simply electric potential at a point, denoted by capital V in bracket. The unit is volt, which is equal to joule per coulomb. Capital V equal to capital J by capital C. The units of potential, electrostatic potential and potential difference, both are same. Next point, Now, in the discussion of electrostatic potential and thereby leading to its definition, we have explained it on the basis of the figure 2.2 given besides, where plus q charge is shown as test charge, which I have written test charge, and q1, q2, q3 and q4 four charges are shown, that is charge configuration. Electric field lines are shown from R to P. On any path you can travel from R to P. Different paths are shown. Different paths shown by blue lines. Arrow from R to P. And we see that the work done in bringing the test charge, that is small q, which is plus, from R to P is path independent. That is, from whatsoever path you travel from R to P, work does not depend on the path, and it simply depends on the positions of capital R and capital P, that is from R to P. Only on R and P work done depends. And this work done in bringing a unit positive charge is without acceleration from infinity to that point, here capital P in the diagram. Without acceleration means that is at constant speed or velocity, and that too slowly, very slowly, which we have seen in the previous description. Now, to obtain the work done per unit test charge, we have to take infinite simul test charge. Infinite simul means as small as possible. As small as possible the test charge should be taken. That is denoted by curly delta q. To obtain work done delta w, and to determine the ratio delta w upon delta q, which has been tick marked. The external force at every point of the path is equal and opposite. Equal and opposite to what? Equal and opposite to electrostatic force on the test charge at that point. So this finishes the topic of electrostatic potential. Now next topic is potential due to a point charge. We are to calculate the potential, that is electric potential, electrostatic potential due to a point charge capital Q, considering the figure 2.3 given besides. We consider a point charge capital Q at the origin, that is, we take capital Q to be positive. Capital Q plus is shown in the diagram at point O, which is the origin. Now, to determine the potential at any point P with respect to position vector R, small r vector, which is shown in the diagram from O to P, smaller vector from the origin. we have to calculate the work done in bringing a unit positive test charge that is shown in the figure as plus 1 coulomb in the previous topic denoted by small q. Here plus 1 coulomb is shown. From infinity to the point P, we have to calculate the work done in bringing a unit positive test charge from infinity to the point P. And this work done is independent of the path according to the definition of electrostatic potential. As it is path independent, we choose convenient path along the radial direction from infinity to point P. Now we take some intermediate point P dash on this path, P dash, which is shown in the figure given besides. And the electrostatic force on a unit positive charge will be given by capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r dash square into r dash hat. Now r dash square because for the intermediate path at point P dash from O to P dash, it is denoted by r dash distance, and this comes from the Coulomb's law. This comes from the expression of Coulomb's law, that is capital F in scalar form, magnitude capital F equal to K Coulomb's constant, K capital Q into small q upon r square. Again I repeat, you can write it besides. Capital F equal to K capital Q into small q upon r square. F equal to K Q into capital Q into small q upon r square. Here small q, that is the test charge, value equal to 1 coulomb because it is unit positive charge. So capital Q into 1 is written here, where r dash hat is the unit vector along OP dash, and work done against this force from r dash to r dash plus delta r dash, plus delta r dash, which is shown in the figure from OP to PP dash, that is r dash to r dash plus delta r dash. OP dash in two parts. OP dash is r dash and delta r dash dot is shown from dot to P dash, that is delta r dash distance, is given by delta W equal to minus capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r dash square into delta r dash. Why? For K Coulomb's constant we have substituted 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. You can remember it as Coulomb's constant K, small k. So delta W equal to this, equation 2.6, which has been tick marked. Now such work done will be for different points on the path, say delta W1, delta W2 and so on. Here one intermediate point is shown like that, in going from r from infinity up to point P, you can take such small segments, that is different points, and calculate the work done, that is delta W1, delta W2 and so on, for better accuracy. In equation 2.6, negative sign appears because delta R dash less than 0. Now we calculate the total work done from equation 2.6. Total work done W is obtained by integrating equation 2.6. The limits are from r dash equal to infinity to r dash equal to r. Therefore, W will be equal to minus integral from infinity to r is the limit, infinity is the lower limit, therefore from, and r is the upper limit, therefore from infinity to r upper limit. Now how to solve this integration? Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r dash square dr dash, integrate with respect to r dash. So the term containing r dash is only one, that is r dash square, and the rest of the parameters are constant, that is k 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 and capital Q constant, so taken out of integral sign. And now this r dash square will be equal to, if you take it in the numerator, it will be equal, this simplification can be noted in your notebook, not given here, which is equal to r raised to minus 2, r dash raised to minus 2 dr dash. So that will be equal to integral, again I repeat, integral r dash raised to minus 2 dr dash equal to r dash raised to minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1 power added upon 1, minus 2 plus, so r raised to minus 1 means r dash raised to minus 1 upon minus 1. Minus sign will come in the coefficient, so minus r raised to minus 1 means equal to 1 upon r. So this will be equal to capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r dash. Limits are from infinity to r. Now in terms of r dash, we have to substitute first r, that is upper limit, and then infinity. So answer will be in terms of upper limit minus lower limit. So in simplification, it will be equal to capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 into bracket 1 upon small r minus 1 upon infinity. Now 1 upon infinity equal to 0, and hence this will be equal to capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 small r, as equation 2.7 given here. Hence by definition, this is the potential at point P due to charge capital Q. Therefore, V of small r, that is V is a function of r, equal to capital Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r, which you can remember as this is equal to k Q upon r. answer is written besides KQ upon R. Now next point, this graph is of not of use. The last equation 2.8 is true for any sign of capital Q. Any sign of capital Q, that is for Q greater than 0 we have taken in the derivation, and for minus Q also it would be valid. For capital Q less than 0, capital V also less than 0, which has been underlined in the description. Equation 2.8, that is the last one, is consistent with the fact that potential at infinity is 0. Potential means electrostatic potential or electric potential at infinity, infinite point, is 0. Moreover, electrostatic potential is proportional to 1 upon R, which has been tick marked here in the description, and electrostatic field proportional to 1 upon R square. Potential proportional to 1 upon R and field proportional to 1 upon R square. Square is there. Next topic. Now before going to the next topic, we refer one example, illustrated example 2.1, which can be asked for 3 marks. In this numerical, two sub questions are given, which we shall solve one by one. A part, calculate the potential at a point P due to a charge of 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 coulomb located 9 centimeter away. Solution, we refer. Capital V has to be calculated. Now from the question, write the data by drawing a line on the right hand side. Charge small q symbol equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 C. Small r equal to 9 centimeter. Then capital V equal to question mark. So now formula of capital V, that is potential at point P, that is V equal to, or V at P can be written, capital V equal to KQ upon R. Either you can write small q in the data or capital Q, anything. Here capital Q is given, so we write capital Q equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 C. So for K, substitute 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0. Now the value of 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is K value equal to 9 into 10 raised to 9 Newton meter square coulomb square, that is the unit, upon coulomb square is the unit, into substituting the value of charge capital Q 4 into 10 raised to minus 7 C upon value of small r, that is 9 centimeter, convert it into meter, means 9 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter equal to 9 upon 100 equal to 0.09 meter. On simplification, it gives 4 into 10 raised to 4 volt. That is the answer written here. B part. Hence obtain the work done in bringing a charge of 2 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb from infinity to the point P. In the same question, another sub question is asked. Does the answer depend on the path along which the charge is brought? Now in solution B part, we first calculate the work done. W equal to QV. Here Q value is, small q is written. In the A part, capital Q was written just to distinguish. Here small q value is 2 into 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb. V value is given, not given, but it comes from the V value comes from answer A part. Now formula for work done W equal to QV, which comes from the definition of electrostatic potential, which we have seen earlier. Substituting the value of Q and V, and on simplifying we get equal to 8 into 10 raised to minus 5 joule, capital J, which is the answer. Now V value equal to 4 into 10 raised to 4 volt. In A part, if you get this answer wrong, then here also it will become wrong. So V value has to be correctly obtained. Now in the same question it is asked, does the answer depend on the path? Answer is no. Work done will be path independent, which we have studied in the discussion of electrostatic potential. Now the other description is extra. We understand that also. Now it is given here that any arbitrary infinitesimal path means as small as possible, taken according to your choice, means arbitrary, can be resolved into two perpendicular displacements, one along small r vector, that is position vector, along means parallel, and another perpendicular to small r vector. The factor which is perpendicular, so cos 90 degree will be 0 because it is the dot product. We have W equal to minus integral f vector external dot dr vector. So dot product cos theta comes and cos 90 degree equal to 0. Hence work done corresponding to the perpendicular component will be equal to 0. 0 has been underlined. This ends this sum. Now next topic. That is potential due to an electric dipole. We see that we consider an electric dipole with dipole moment vector p, whose magnitude is small q into 2a, and its direction is from minus q to q, which has been underlined. Now we obtain this potential with the help of the figure 2.5 given besides, which is necessary. Here we take the origin at the center of the dipole. Origin at the center of the dipole. As the electric field obeys superposition principle, electrostatic potential also follows superposition principle. Electrostatic potential also obeys superposition principle, and hence the sum of potentials due to charges q and minus q will give the potential due to the dipole. Therefore, V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is k, small k, Coulomb's constant, into bracket q upon r1 minus q upon r2, because it is k q upon r, where r1 and r2 are the distances of point P from q and minus q respectively. Now we consider the geometry of this figure. From the geometry we see that r1 square value and r2 square value is equal to the sum of the other two sides of the triangle here in the figure, that is the upper triangle and the lower triangle from point O, that is the origin. So by geometry, r1 square equal to r square plus sum of the other two sides a square minus 2ar cos theta, and r2 square equal to r square plus a square plus 2ar cos theta. Now special case for r greater than a, which has been underlined, and we retain terms only up to the first order in a upon r. Therefore, r1 square equal to r square into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r has been written here, but I have written besides plus a square upon r square if you consider the higher order terms, and this therefore plus a square upon r square has to be neglected, and therefore r1 square will be equivalent to, here it is written, when you consider plus a square upon r square, it will be written r1 square equal to r square into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r plus a square upon r square bracket over. That will be the third term of a square upon r square, which has been neglected, and therefore this will be equivalent to r square into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r. Similarly, r2 square equal to r square into 1 plus 2a cos theta upon r, which has been tick marked here as equation 2.12. Now using binomial theorem in maths and retaining terms in a upon r only, we get 1 upon r1 equivalent to 1 upon r into 1 minus 2a cos theta upon r whole raised to minus 1 half, and in 1 upon r2 equivalent to 1 upon r into bracket 1 plus 2a cos theta upon r whole raised to minus 1 by 2. In the first case, when r1 is considered, minus sign is there, and r2 is considered, plus sign is there, which I have tick marked. And this simplification in the first one leads to 1 upon r into 1 plus a upon r cos theta. 1 plus minus sign becomes plus in the first equation, and similarly plus sign in the second equation 1 upon r2 becomes minus sign, that is equivalent to 1 upon r into bracket 1 minus a upon r cos theta. Therefore, on simplifying and substituting the value of electric dipole moment, that is P equal to 2qa, its magnitude, we have capital V equal to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 2a cos theta upon r square. Now here for Q into 2a, which has been encircled, we substitute P, that is dipole moment. So this will be equal to P cos theta, which I have tick marked, upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, equation 2.14, and in vector form P cos theta equal to vector P small letter dot r hat, and r hat is the unit vector along position vector OP. Now the electric potential of a dipole is given by capital V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is K value, Coulomb's constant, small k, into vector P dot r hat upon r square, which has been tick marked, and this is only when r greater than a. This is the most simplified answer of the electric potential of a dipole, and this equation is approximately true only for distances large compared to the size of the dipole. When distances are large compared to the size of the dipole, then only this equation is approximately valid. For point dipole at the origin, this equation is exact. Now for potential on the dipole axis, that is theta equal to 0 and pi, V equal to plus minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0, that is k, P upon r square. When theta is equal to 0, plus sign will appear, and when theta equal to pi, minus sign will appear, which has been tick marked in the description, and therefore both plus and minus is written in the equation, that is V equal to plus minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon 0 P upon r square, which is the final answer. Now again special case, in the equatorial plane, that is when theta equal to pi by 2 means cos 90 degree, means when theta equal to pi by 2, V equal to 0. Important, all these are important for objectives. Now the last point, an important conclusion from all the discussions. First point, the potential due to dipole depends on R as well as the angle between position vector, small r vector and dipole moment vector, that is vector P, small letter. Again I repeat, the potential due to dipole depends on R and also the angle between R vector and P vector, in short. It is axially symmetric about P vector, axially symmetric about P vector. That is, the points corresponding to point P on the cone is shown in the figure 2.5, that is the last figure. Points corresponding to P on the cone so generated will all have the same potential, as that at P, point. Next point, that is second, the electric dipole potential means the potential of the dipole falls off at large distances as 1 upon r square. It falls off, potential of the electric dipole falls off as 1 upon r square at large distances, 1 upon r square, while 1 upon r is the characteristic of the potential due to a single charge, 1 upon r for single charge. Single charge means point charge. That's all for today.